got it.
So what's your name again?
Michael.
Michael and Dan. They're gonna simulate a scoring, and then Dylan's gonna be, what's that, field judge or line judge? Dylan's gonna be the field, and I'm gonna be the referee. We're just gonna go over basic things to talk about and just kind of walk through it in a slow motion. So if you're gonna be a center, and then just take the ball to Dan and then go out for a pass and go ahead and catch it.
All right.
Don't you hear your whistle on you? So we're gonna blow it in. All right, you gotta catch the ball. Dan, we need a better pass than that.
I know.
All right, so pretend he caught the ball. Let's say you caught the ball.
Got it.
Okay. You never cross a line. So you see how make sure you cross that actual teal line. So whatever he has that.
That's not line. Got it.
So remember that Andy said that the field judge has a line until probably about where he's standing. So because the line judge isn't on that line, make sure that it's that field judge's line for a long time. Okay. So once he blows it in, he's going to check his flags. Go check your flags. So I'm not going to leave these pucks until his flags are checked. So if you're the field judge's back judge, you've got to make sure that I am staying right here. So if I'm way down, if I'm 80 yards back there, I'm not moving until he says, hey, come on, let's go. We got to bring the pucks. We're good to go. So he's going to pull it. Did he?
Oh, okay.
Flags are good? Flags good. All right. So then I'm going to pay the pucks. Okay. Then I'm going to go ask, I guess, Dan. All right, Dan, you want to go for 1, 2, or 3?
We're going to go for 2.
2. Choose me from the 14. Touchdown, tries for 2. Then we're gonna blow it in. And we're gonna go out like normal. So that kind of just visualization, that kind of see it, that clear on that. All right, so other little nuances. Remember we're talking about if the tip of the ball, just the very end up tip, crosses that line, it's a touchdown. For the safety, if you're on the offense trying to get out, the whole ball has to leave. Okay, and typically whenever you're selling stuff like this, whether it be on the goal line or be on any of the other zone lines, if we're over or we're in, especially on the goal line, especially on these zone lines, we're not gonna be over by this much. Okay, if you're gonna sell it, if this is my line, okay, we're a yard over. Okay, just because it makes it look, it's clear we're a yard over. We're not, right there. We don't need them. We don't need to give them the impression that we got close to the chains. So just make sure we kind of really do sell that. Do the sheet. I have the sheet over here. Other thing for field judge that they may or may not have covered. Dylan, can you run over there real quick and do the field judge? So if they are running over here, if it's a pass, where's Michael? Go for a pass. Run for a pass real quick.
Yep.
So what Dylan's gonna do, if I'm throwing the ball, especially in that back corner.
Oh!
Good pass. He's going to spin around. So you see how he kind of left, especially if he's on that line. Mike, you know, close to the white line? So if he's on that white line, you see how Dylan kind of turned his angle a little bit. He's not spinning, he's going to almost rope around that line, okay? As also as Andy said, make sure you're off that, you're 2 yards off, and give yourself some space. You can kind of tell if the play's coming on this side and going this way, that field judge can cheat up a little bit. As the play goes that way, you can kind of move out that way as well. Yeah, if you're 2 yards off, you're still going to see that pylon. You're right there on top of it. Important things on the pre-step. Make sure, we kind of paired up yesterday. You got your referee and your line judge, and on the other kind of pairing, you've got your field judge and your back judge. Make sure the field judge and back judge are kind of talking to each other. Make sure the pre-snap, those line judge and referees talking to each other. Hey, you got me in the corner, I got you in the corner. When we're going in, if we're at the 13, okay, your back judge is very far out. If you're the back judge, hey, field judge, you're a line, I'm on the back line. You gotta be clear with that before the snap even happens. Little things like that can really elevate a crew and make the night work so much easier, because if no one's on the line, then it's kind of getting iffy, okay? Another thing we're gonna do is momentum rule. So if Dylan's going in and he catches the ball, and if the momentum took him in, okay, so you saw that he didn't catch it and stop, okay? What took him into the end zone was the fact that he was running really fast. That's what took him in. So if it's an interception, he has the if he gets deflagged in the actual, if he gets deflagged in the end zone, it's going to be from the touchback. Okay, or not, is it not a touchback? It's from the spot.
It's from the spot.
From the spot. So if he caught it like that at the 2 yard line. Okay, so he caught it at the 2-yard line. The momentum took him in. This is different than if he had just run in. If he was out here and he catches it, if I throw it and he catches it, and then he just turns and just runs backwards, and then he gets deflagged, it's going to be a safety. So you see the difference? The momentum can take you in, or he can involuntarily go in. So about that 5-yard is typically going to be where you want to see it. This is going to be on punts and interceptions primarily. So again, kind of that punt. If that punt brings him in, he gets deflagged. It's not going to be a safety. It's going to be from that whatever yard line, the 2 or the 3 or wherever he caught that in from. Okay.
Talk about putting the process of the catch.
Yes. So, in order for there to be a score, okay, we said it had to cross. What else has to constitute a score? You have to have possession. Okay. So what's defined as possession? Control the ball. What else?
All the way to the ground.
1 foot has to hit on the ground. Okay. So there's some tricky plays sometimes you'll get. Like if you have a close play in co-rec. So a male cannot throw to a male. Okay. So can I get one of my females over here real quick? Just one of y'all come over here real quick. So if I'm the quarterback. Okay. If it's a close play and I throw it to Dylan, get a little closer to her, get a little closer to her, get a little closer to her, and I throw it and he doesn't catch. He's got to tip me the ball real quick.
You gotta do it.
I'm catching it?
You're going to catch the ball.
Okay.
You ready?
He's gonna toss it back to you.
His foot never hit the ground.
Right.
He never had possession. Okay, so remember for possession, you gotta have that 1 foot, thank you. You got that 1 foot as well as the possession of the ball, and that's gonna be control, and it's gonna be actually hitting the ground. So that's something that you won't necessarily see all the time, but you just gotta think about whenever you're going through a situation, whenever something goofy like that happens, you know, one team's like, oh, that's a catch, one team's like, oh, no, that's not a catch. You can kind of come together, like, what's a catch? What's a possession? What are these different things? And you can kind of piece it together and have it make sense. That work? Okay.
For scoring, what's the difference between co-ed and men's and women's with the points total?
Question.
I don't think we've gone over that.
You've not gone over that. Okay, so if a female is involved in the throw or the catch, or excuse me, if a female crosses the goal line, or if a female throws the ball originally, it's 9 points.
Say it again.
If a female throws the ball, if she's the quarterback,
Okay.
or if a female crosses the goal line,
Okay.
then it's 9 points. So if I throw to Dan, and then Dan hands it to one of y'all, and then y'all come in, it's 9 points. Y'all see that?
Co-ed only. Co-ed.
So the next, it'll be closed, so that it will not open the play up, because it's a male-to-male completion. Okay, so what has to happen to open a play up?
Boy and girl.
Said a boy and girl. So did we have a boy and a girl? It was me to Dan.
No.
So it's a close play, but we got 9 points because you scored,
Yeah.
or one of the females scored.
But the extra
So-
point's not, it's closed.
Then the next play is closed,
What is, so that
but
means
it's 9 points.
throw to a boy the next time since a girl did a touchdown?
Say that again?
A boy can throw to a boy since the girl made the touchdown?
No, because well, if it was, because I closed the play. So if I can't hear you, 1 second. I can't hear you. All right, so if the play is open, okay, Dan throws me the ball. That will close the play. Whatever this play is going to be, it will close that. Because if we have a male-to-male completion, we've gone from open to close. As I'm running down the field, I get to the 3-inch line. I do not score, and I hand a female the ball. She runs in. A female crossed the line, crossed the goal line. We're going to score 9 points. Because Dan threw it to me, the next play is we're going to close that up. Does that make sense?
Close and open is not like every time the whistle blows. Like it's not like every dead ball changes. It's like every like.
Yeah. So if you have, so every time we start a possession, we're going to start open. We can have anybody throw to anybody. Okay. If you have a male-to-male completion, again, I throw to Dan, that'll close it.
Okay. And then
If a male throws to a female, female throws to a male, anything else happens, open play, because a female's involved. The only thing that will close a play is a male-to-male pass.
Okay.
With a close play on the next play, a female has to be involved. So the next play, Dan can't throw me the ball.
okay.
What about a handoff? If the quarterback hands it off to a girl?
She can cross.
Can cross.
She can cross.
But it does not open the play.
Yes. Because
Legal forward pass.
So
the
it
key
has
is
to be a pass
yeah.
to a female. That's the only way to open it.
The key
Yes.
is a legal forward pass.
yes. Did y'all catch that? Did y'all hear what he just said?
If it's a handoff from male to male, does that close the play?
Males cannot cross the line of scrimmage. Illegal male advancement. Do we play illegal male advancement? I don't remember if we do or not. Andy, do we play illegal male advancement or no? Male.
We'll talk about that more.
Okay. So we're talking about illegal male advancement later. That's the handoff rule. Because NERSA has the governing body has some different rules for us, and we play different rules. But you asked a question about opening and closing the play. Okay. So in order to open a play, you have to have both a female involved and a legal forward pass
For positive yards.
for positive yards. Okay. Does that make sense? So that will open a play.
So the best strategy is to have a female quarterback.
Yes.
If you have a female quarterback, every play will be open.
So if you have a male intercepts the ball and then runs down here and hands it to a female, 6 or 9 points. 9 points. Next play, open or closed?
Closed.
Open. On interception.
Oh,
Interception.
I thought you could change the score.
Yeah, just in general, if we have an interception, whenever you start your drive, you're going to start open. Make sense?
Could you take a knee, if you're a guy, could you take a knee at like the foot line and then next play just hand to a girl? Yeah.
Yep. That's going to be that strategy thing. Or you'll come to you're coming like right here to the zone line and just stop it real quick.